Doesn't it always amaze you what day it is? I mean, it's January 18th already.
I know.
We blinked. It was New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve seems yesterday, and it also seems a million years ago.
You're absolutely right. Do you still, I feel like during this pandemic time, I still will go say out loud, what day is it? What day is it? Even though I have a semi schedule of working at home because I don't go anywhere, the pressure to know the day is much less than what it ever used to be.
Yeah. Is it all I want to know is it football, which in a couple of weeks it'll be done with that, and then I won't have any reason to think about what day it is. Look at your hair; it looks amazing.
Right? So
boom.
Thank you. My birthday's coming up, and I have a lot of.
When's that?
I know I haven't mentioned it before, but it's Wednesday. I'm going to be 60. And so my hair has become very gray. So I sprayed it to match to see. I'm going to try to convince my company to let me go gray for work. We'll see.
What kind of socialist you got running that place? Allow me convince them to do.
Well, but even look at this. I need a different background. I think I need to put some color behind me. I think that's part of their issue is getting washed out, but I'm not on set. I'm here so I can control getting washed out. So
yeah, no, yeah. I think something a nice royal blue or like a big red barn door, you look great.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Gray hair isn't scary like it used to be. Don't you find it to be very trendy? A lot of young girls were going gray for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. And, my daughter uses pink. I don't think she's ever gone gray, but I've seen, I always thought, not a big fan of gray. Because usually here's my thing. It's like, I've seen too many women cut their hair short, let it go gray, and then put on about 100 pounds. I go, well, that's a bad formula for desirability. I've also seen attractive women with long gray hair like yourself. So, wow, that really works. It's kind of an interesting spin on the old I'm done with life gray that I'm used to.
I know. I have been watching a lot of hairstylists on social media to see what they do. And it's become quite the trend to go gray, as long as it's healthy, right?
Yeah.
And the long effect has a lot more to do with it too. I actually told my girlfriends many years ago, if I ever get to the point in my life where I cut my hair and I start shaving my neck, just kill me. Just get it over with.
Some women, it can work.
I know,
but not a lot.
Not on me. I've never had the short hair where I shave my neck. I've seen plenty of short hairstyles that are adorable. Not on me. So I think that's my sign of I've quit. If it's so short, you better trim up the neck a little bit. No.
And then we'll just give you a wallet with a chain on it, and that'll be that. and a nice lumberjack shirt. I mean, Haley Berry, she can pull off the short hair, right? Certain women, right?
Yes, certain women can. And like most women, I've had many hairstyles. I've had very short hair where my hair was a half an inch over my whole head when I was younger, but I have a big face and I can't really pull it off.
With those high cheekbones, with those bossy cheekbones.
The bossy cheekbones change everything. And so, And so that's also why I put my baby picture up here because my birthday.
Wow.
I found my baby book. Look how cute I was. Do you remember?
What happened? I mean, of course. How could you?
The Mills, the old painted oil painting, right?
Yeah.
That was like such a thing. And the funny thing is, I grabbed my baby book. Which number are you in your family, Tom? Which child?
I am number 6. They were well over the excitement of a new child when I showed up.
So do you have a baby book?
You know what my mom did? The short answer is no, not a baby book. But my mom, probably 20 years ago, I'll say 15 to 20 years ago, she took the pile of photographs that were accumulated over the years, over her life, and she made every kid a photo book, a photo album. Maybe 100 pictures or so of it. But it's interesting because clearly pictures of me exist in my sister Nancy's book, and pictures of her exist in my book, which we haven't seen. It'd be interesting for everybody to get together and bring those books together and see some fresh pictures. And we're very generous with pictures. Nancy just said, we're all tight. I'm blessed. Everybody is on a singular, texting. So with one button, you're texting the whole group of 7 of us who are left. And we were just sharing pictures. It was my mom's birthday last week, that. And then Nancy found some more pictures. She sent it out. So we had a fun weekend, looking at different pictures. It was fun.
Yeah, yeah. It's fun looking at the baby book. I was number two, so I wasn't as far down the line as you were, but I was born at a time where my mom's, I have an older sibling, so she was number one. The baby book is full, very full, full of every moment. My baby book is not so full. I have like, we cut her hair today. It's a
Right.
very minimal.
Oh, could you
I,
imagine being my brother Patrick and my brother Demir Jimmy, 7, 8, 9? Even my son doesn't have as many pictures. My gosh, twin girls. Did the camera ever stop?
right. Yes, exactly. So, but still, I fuss about it to my mom a lot. I'm like, where's my real baby book? There's a lot missing in here.
I'm not kidding you. I have very few pictures of me as a baby or as a kid. I think
Yeah.
I've got outside of school yearbook pictures, of which I've got maybe one or two. I have maybe a picture or two of me in fourth grade, seventh grade, and
Huh?
a handful of them as
Yeah.
a teenager pictures I started taking myself
Yeah.
at parties and stuff.
Well, plus, it's not like today where everybody's got the phone. It's so accessible. In our day, you had to purchase a camera, those were expensive. You had to purchase film, which was expensive. You had to take it somewhere to get it developed. That was expensive. So it wasn't
Oh,
a thing to
e-
take pictures of the kids all the time.
each photograph was precious. Your roll was 12, 24,
Yes.
or 36. And you weren't just going to be start snapping, snapping,
Oh,
snapping.
I'm not taking pictures of my food when I go have lunch.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. It was just like most every picture was posed.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
You know,
absolutely. So it's a different world. But I'm curious to know. Today is the Monday before inauguration day. What are your topics?
I've got one topic.
Okay.
We're soft.
Okay. Are you
By the
trying
way, this show is brought to you by Viagra.
to
Viagra. Try Viagra.
try it? I don't advocate it, but Tom does. Okay, here are my topics. Are you
I
ready?
kind of tied in with my topic, if you know what I'm saying.
You know what? I love the topics. Okay, so I have Disney deaths. What? Disney
Disney
deaths.
deaths.
Death as in dying. um, what to expect in your 60s, because I'm turning 60 in 2 days.
Mhm.
Um, two piglets for a kayak,
What?
and living in Chicago O'Hare Airport.
You know what? Whatever happened to the topics you had last week we didn't get to?
I still have them, but I got excited about these. I'll intersperse them throughout time. One of the things I did want to do was pull up ads on our phone. I'm curious what kind of ads you're getting in your email and stuff, because it's kind of interesting based on what we buy. So tell me about why we're soft. What's going on?
No, I want to do your topics. We'll use do mine later.
All right. Okay. Which one you want to do?
Which one is your favorite? Let's do the 60s.
What to expect in your 60s. So of course I'm researching this because of course, once you turn any age, you're going to be like everybody else. And so, like we were talking about earlier with the hair, I do feel very strongly, and you tell me your opinion as a man, on paper, if you were to say, hey, I have this friend, she's 60, I'd like to fix you up with her, what would the first reaction be from another man?
Well, clearly 60, you can hit 60 and be in all sorts of shape.
Yes.
You could be the whole gamut. As a matter of fact, I was on a dating app a week ago and I saw a woman, she said she's 60. My God, she looked 100.
Ah,
So you could
yes.
hit 60 in all sorts of shapes and sizes. I think if you said you could hook a guy up with she's 60, it's like, what kind of hobbies does she have? You know, how much over, how much overweight is she?
Yeah.
And does she have long hair, short hair, something like that? And then the overwhelming attitude, as far as I'm concerned, is she positive?
Yes. Because, if you fix up someone in their 20s, there's always optimism. Huh.
Yeah.
30s, optimism. 40s, okay, still, could be fit, right? Could be exciting. 50s, I think people get a little like, are they stuck in their ways? But 60 is never an age where someone's going to go, I want a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. No, I'm even saying my sister texted me 3 weeks ago, said, hey, Janelle has a woman that you should like to hook you up with. It's like, I'm terrified.
Yeah.
I'm terrified because what does that mean? Most,
No, I
I
know.
go, and then I don't want to insult anybody. I don't want to, but whatever, it'd be very interesting to
No,
think.
I know. Listen, Christy Brinkley is like 61 or 2,
Yeah.
maybe older. Michelle Pfeiffer is in her 60s. Like there's plenty of women that look good and not a fake good, right? Like
Right.
I don't have Botox, I don't have fillers, I don't do any of this stuff. Not to say that I don't want to, but I'm just not. I'm staying home.
Right.
But also I think for age 60, let's say something happens to me and I get hit by a car, and the story is woman 60 years old hit by a car. How many people are going to be that upset about it? Tell me, because
Everybody's upset. Although, I mean, we all start to losing value as we get at a certain point. I mean, at 35, 40, you're at your peak earning years, your peak, reproducing years.
Yes.
And, they're going to say, it was not the longest run, but not the shortest run either.
And it would probably be like, she probably walked in front of the car. You know what I mean?
She was texting.
So I did look up what to expect on an article from a place called Compass. They were using WebMD talking about your health. And it says, surveys show that aging happens in a U-shaped curve. It said the line dips slowly from your youth to your middle years, and it rises in your 40s and 50s. So that's interesting. And I think it's because don't you think when you get, I know I did, when I hit my 40s and 50s, I was like, I better take care of myself. I better step it up, right?
I hit 40 and put on 40 pounds almost immediately.
What happened? How?
Well, I got fired from home shopping, so it was an interesting transition. And I started working out of my house in sweatpants.
Yes.
So, I mean, I was 180 roughly, and I flipped to 220 almost overnight.
Yeah.
Between the stress and the
Your
kids.
metabolism. Yeah. Everything is different.
Yeah, the metabolism. Metabolism.
Yeah. It says 1 in 3 people in their 60s say that they're very happy, which is slightly more than people under age 35. I like that. And here's what it says. It says, because life has taught you to savor the good times and to not focus on the bad times, which I agree 1,000%. As I've aged physically, biologically, mentally, I've come to recognize to let go of the small grievances that were taking away a lot of my joy, for sure. Right. But here's another interesting thing. It says that when you're in your 60s, you're more likely to lose your hearing. That 1 in 3 people in their 60s have some sort of hearing loss, and that 80% of those people won't do anything about it because their ego won't allow them.
Isn't that something? My mom had very bad hearing at the end and didn't want to have the hearing aid. So the TV was cranked up and he had the closed captions. I dated a woman in her 40s.
Yes.
That had really bad hearing.
Oh.
And I mean, medically, medical. Oh yeah, you're at 37% hearing loss.
So as you age, I don't know that I would go out of my way to take a hearing test unless I felt like I had some real issues. And I guess how would I know unless I'm struggling or someone tells me, right? Because you've all heard the story about in schools now, as you age, because of the follicles in your ears, you miss out on certain tones and sounds. And that when the kids in school would have their phones on a particular ring that the teachers couldn't hear because over the age of 40, there are certain tones we can't hear anymore.
Right.
So, yeah.
Hang on 1 second. We have a special guest coming in.
We have a special guest. All right. Well, this is very
find out what happens.
Expected for a Monday. What's going on? Oh.
It's Melinda's sister, Carole. Hello, Carole. Welcome to the show.
What's going on?
What's going on? I believe that this clown is saying happy birthday, knowing that you're not going to have a birthday show.
Oh, there it is. We are going to celebrate.
This clown knows you're not going to be on the show here on the 20th.
Well, and she,
Happy birthday!
you,
2 days early.
thank you. She knows I'm the person that wants the waiters to come to your table and sing to you.
What is up with that amazing hair? Oh,
See my gray. What do you think?
it's lovely.
Thank you. I'm just diving into 60. I'm fully embracing my number when it comes to things like that. And so we were just talking about aging and things that happen. Carole's my younger sister by 4 years. So I'm teaching her along the way how to behave as you become an elder.
Oh, I've already got it. I just hide it.
Yeah.
You know-
Oh, believe me. Yeah. I
That's
do the
the fun-
same
yeah.
thing.
My
So-
sister went gray in her 30s. I was like,
Wow.
wow, surprised. And then she didn't color her hair for the longest time. And then she decided to, and then it continues to today. But I mean, that was
Yeah.
too young to get gray.
Yeah, I mean, definitely gray. The idea of gray hair, the salon industry makes a lot of money covering up gray. That my stylist said that's what most people come in for, is to cover up the gray. It's a really big business. It would be amazing to just let my hair stay like this and never have to really touch it up. You know what I mean? So
Carole, can I ask you to tell a crazy story about Melinda in 90 seconds?
Crazy story about Melinda in 90 seconds. No.
why 90 seconds?
Just do it.
Her crazy stories take way more than 90 seconds.
All right. What's your favorite thing about Melinda then?
She's a real person. You don't, there's no facade. You see what you get. And she's a good person. She really does care about other people.
All
That's
right.
nice.
Okay. All right. That's enough.
I mean, that's true. That's what we all love about Melinda, right?
That's
she's,
enough.
She's
You're
out
welcome.
there. She's smart. She's pretty, and she's inviting. It's like everybody wants. She wants to get everybody on the group hug, right?
And that hair, I'm telling you, oh my God,
That
I'm
was great.
seriously just floored with that hair. So incredible.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
guess you didn't know that was happening.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, well, during a pandemic, when you're home a lot and you have a lot of downtime, you take some risks because nobody sees you.
Right?
So,
She looks like she's a movie star or something. She's with the
I
Cathy
know.
dress
that's
and sweater.
hilarious.
If your group doesn't allow you to have that on air, they're crazy.
I'm gonna beg them. The problem is that the consumers, people as a whole, don't look at women with gray hair as a positive, and that's not their fault. You know what I mean? It's something that studies have shown when men are in the news or in the media and they have gray to their hair, they're distinguished, like Tom here. They're distinguished. We
Right.
assume that they have some wisdom and they know some stuff. When women show with gray hair, they think that we should be buried somewhere, and why are we still talking? So,
Right? But with your products, you're promoting, being beautiful no matter what age you are. And like what a way to show that by, owning yourself and hey, you're 60, but look at you, and you're using products.
I'll
So
tell you
that's a
my
great
favorite-
thing.
One of my favorite Carole stories, she's 4 years younger than I am. And she taught me, I don't know what my age was, but she taught me how to tie my shoes because I couldn't figure it out.
The 17.
So, hey, look, I just have to say something real quick. I made a little poem that COVID sucks for birthdays, and we really all know that's true. But we won't let this virus stop us from celebrating you.
Boom. Isn't that sweet?
Thank you.
Thanks, Carole.
Oh, she left just like that.
What?
What happened? Hey, Galen. Hi.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Oh.
birthday to you. Happy birthday, Melinda. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
I have an Irish blessing for you.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go get some tissues. I don't think I can handle this, honestly. Go ahead.
You'll need tissues.
Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead. I wanna hear that.
Now wait. You explain who Galen is to you, darling. Or Galen,
well,
explain who Melinda is to you.
Yeah, so Galen is my friend. I mean, we lived in Safety Harbor, or we were in the Safety Harbor group together. We did a lot of things socially. So, gosh, how many years has it been, Galen?
Hell, I'm older than you. I lost track.
Okay, keep the swearing to a minimum, please.
It's over 10 because I've been in New York 8 and I knew you for several years before I moved. So over 10 years.
Yeah, it's over 10 years, but
Yeah.
I don't keep track of that shit anymore.
Yeah.
I said the swearing.
Well, you guys unpack shit. I can't say shit.
Yeah, you
You
can.
can say
Am I
whatever you
allowed
like.
to say fuck?
Absolutely, it's encouraged.
You can say that.
I pretend to be the, charge of the blue.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Irish blessing.
Okay.
May you be poor in misfortune, rich in blessings, slow to make enemies, and quick to make friends. But rich or poor, quick or slow, may you know nothing but happiness from this day forward.
Thank you, Galen.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And thank you
Your hair is a riot.
touching on my Irish roots. Thank you for that.
I know. Well, I'm Irish too. We have that in common.
Yeah.
And I'm Irish too, you know,
And Tom's
Whoa,
Irish
really?
too.
100%.
Oh, I used to think I was 100%, but I had my DNA done. I
Yeah.
found out I'm only 57% Irish, 33% Scottish.
Oh, I like that though.
I know, and 6% Welsh.
Wow.
You know, we should have a group when things get better. We should all go to Ireland together as a group. Wouldn't that be?
I was there for my birthday last year.
Oh, see?
Oh,
Yeah,
nice
so
of
if I
that.
went again, it'd be my 4th trip. I kind of managed to go every 20 years.
I'm ready to go back again. I'm ready to go back.
Ireland's wonderful.
Never been. I've never been, and I'm sad that I put it off because of COVID. Now it will be the first place I go as soon as I can.
Where's your family from in Ireland?
Of course, I have no idea. My family's very broken up. A lot of not miscommunications and things like that. But I know that I'm 4th generation, and I haven't done a lot of digging beyond that.
County Mayo is where my people are from.
Aww.
And my dad's family is from Cork. My mom's family is from Sligo.
Oh, Sligo. I've been to Sligo. They have that.
I love Sligo.
They had that like a
nice
waterfall or something up there.
They've got the beaches there, Strand Hill, the golf course that's right on the beach, and they're surfing. It's pretty cool.
Big rivers.
There's castles everywhere.
Yeah, I did the castle tour about 8 years ago.
How nice.
Let's do another castle tour, ladies.
Let's do a castle tour. I would be down with that.
Castles and pubs.
Absolutely.
And driving on the wrong side. I almost killed me and my passenger driving on the wrong side.
Really?
Yeah, because I was looking the wrong way for traffic as I was crossing this mini highway, and then just at the last second, I thought, "Oh my God, a car is coming out of nowhere!" And thank God I just, there was a little. Thank God it wasn't a stick shift that I was insisting on driving a stick shift, and I didn't. So it was an automatic. So I hit the gas and I was able to get out.
Yeah. I wonder if that's a thing there with Americans in Ireland that.
It is big time. I did actually pretty good. The only time I had almost an accident was the first time I went, and I was doing really well, but I picked up a couple of American hitchhikers and immediately pulled out on the wrong side of the road.
Oh no.
And then when I got home about 3:00 in the morning. My car was at my parents' house. So I had the limo drop me off over there, and I drove almost the whole way home on the wrong side of the road.
Oh
wow.
No.
Fortunately, it was 3 a.m.
Oh no.
Well, Galen, thanks for popping in. Any final words to your
Happy
friend?
birthday.
Thank you so much, Galen. I appreciate you taking the time.
Oh, not at all. Have a great day.
See you, love.
Thank you. And she got her cat in there too. Hey, all right. We have a theme going on here with Tom. Hi, guys. Jamie and Ryan.
Hey.
Hey.
Your hair looks awesome.
Oh, thank you.
How are you?
Good. I'm experimenting with my future look for a 60-year-old.
Oh, looks great.
You'd never have it that long at that age, right? It looks awesome.
Thank you. Oh, it's so nice to see you guys. What a very nice surprise.
Sorry we didn't shower. He literally just walked in the door from work. I'm like, grab a beer. We're chatting, Melinda.
He looks like a male model, for gosh sake.
Cheers.
Look at his hair. I
Yeah.
thought my hair was perfect. This is
Tom,
shit.
you missed his mustache phase. He actually had a mustache.
You didn't miss it.
For,
See,
You
that's
gotta
the
see it too, Tom.
The
Yeah.
beauty of the
Come on.
youth. They can just show up like that and look fantastic.
right. Happy MLK Day
Thank you. Yes.
and birthday. Early birthday.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm very excited about turning 60.
It's a big one. I know. I wish we could get
Yeah.
together and be actually
Right.
out drinking these things that cost $9 instead of grocery store prices.
I know, right? That's right.
You know,
I
I
miss an
know,
overpriced beer.
you know, I noticed something about your cookies the other day. I was looking at your website. They're kind of thick. They're not like skinny, thin cookies. They're kind of like, I guess they're purposely like that.
Yeah, they are. They're purposely like that. You got to send me your address like I asked so I can send you some to taste.
I'll do it.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're so delicious. Well, like I was telling you, Tom, I said that they're a combination between a nice little bit of a softness, but also just a little bit of that bite. So
Oh, this one's not about my cookies. It's about Melinda.
Do you have a favorite?
Stop it right
Do you have
now.
a favorite memory about her? Or what do you like best about Melinda? If you had to say something.
Melinda's just always been a nice person since the day I met her. Like I've always just felt a friendly connection with her. And I'm so happy that now we live in the same place and we get to continue our friendship and stay close.
yeah, thank you so much. Me too. Me too.
You're very welcome.
There, of all the people that I worked with at HSN, I will say not many of them that I can call a friend, and you're one of those people. So I appreciate you.
Same. I love you.
Oh, look at that. The heart. my girls are doing this now too. Have you tried this? These are like supposed to be like little hearts in your fingers.
Oh, I was going to say snap, snap, snap. I'm old.
Come on, get with it. Try to keep up with the times.
Oh my God. How much time do we have left? How much time? It's like a call to jail.
No. Yeah. We have everybody on the clock.
You need the little recording that says your call will end in.
What are you guys doing today? What's the weather like?
Oh,
Any
it's kind
plans?
of cold. Sunny and cold.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's not bad. I like that. All right.
45 degrees. It's not too bad.
Oh, that's beautiful.
The
Yeah,
wind must be killing it. The wind's making it feel colder.
yeah. It's a
Our
beautiful-
elevators broke today.
Your elevator's broke?
Yep, I just carried all the groceries up 6 flights of stairs because we're on the top floor.
No.
Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan at all.
I mean,
Made it
thank
work.
God I was coming home from the gym. Otherwise, I'd be like crying.
Yeah, no. That's such a New York thing, isn't it? That
It's like 6 times this month at least. He called the apartment maintenance guy. He's like, at what point do I get money off our rent?
Wow.
Like,
That gets your attention.
I think they laughed. I heard him laughing through the phone.
yeah. I mean, basically, I'm sure their attitude is, yeah, I'll fix it when I fix it.
They did. I texted him this morning, said elevators broke. He goes, tell me something new. I was like,
Wow. Welcome to New York.
Yeah.
right. I'm about to start using the fire escape.
All right. Well, you kids, thanks for popping over.
We love you.
Love
Tom,
you
thanks for
too.
coordinating everybody. You're the
Sure,
man.
Bye, David. My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Hey, I know how to hang up.
I think I hit a button and
Bye.
we give you guys
Bye.
the ejection seat. Let's see what happens.
Bye.
Oh yeah, I think you have to let yourself out there.
Okay.
My phone's connecting to who?
This is so much fun and so unexpected. Tom, you're the best.
Hey, this is your sister, by the way. Of course, I didn't put this together. Are you crazy?
Oh, look who's here. Hello.
Hello, little Missy.
I miss you, Debbie. How are you?
I miss you too, and I love the hair. I really do. And I hope this is the best day ever for you. Well, that's so cliche now. Do whatever you want today
Thank
and
you.
have a really fun day. And Silent Sam is also sending his sincere, what are they called? Sentiments.
Oh, yeah.
Sentiment.
Sentiments. It's a sincere set. It has to go with the onomatopoeia. You know what I mean?
There you go. There you go. And
Has to go with that.
I do want to point out that Debbie is an artist and she just had a book come out that I just started reading. Remind me something about the laundry chute. What's it called again?
It's called The View from the Laundry Chute.
Yes, I recommend it. It's a really great book. Congratulations for
Thank
getting that
you.
accomplished.
That's nice. So, Debbie, how do you know? I don't think that we've ever had the pleasure. How do you know Melinda?
Yeah, I've met you a million times.
I don't think I've ever met you, is what I'm saying. Please don't argue with me on my own podcast.
You're lying. I've been to your house.
We've been
Mother.
married 3 times. I know that.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you
Okay.
gonna
I'm
combine
trying
it?
not to say the F word. I'm trying not.
Oh,
Please
you
have
can
it.
say it.
No,
We
no.
like that word. It works. It works.
Anyway, this is the point I wanted to bring up.
Yes.
If life was like theater or whatever, which it arguably is, you would not be a triple threat. You would be a quadruple.
What?
threat.
I hope she's talking
Why?
to me. Are you talking to me, Debbie?
I'm talking to you. Hey, I'm the only one here. So you would, because you're beautiful, you're kind, you're smart, and you're funny.
Ooh.
I love your hair, by the way, not
that
yours.
great?
Tom.
Yeah.
So, but do you know how to dance and sing?
I actually am a very good dancer, and I do know hula and Tahitian, but I'm not a good singer. I like to sing. I am not a good singer.
Well, that would then make you what? A quintuple threat.
I like quintuple. That's good.
Yeah,
You know-
you're a quintuple threat.
I told my kids, I said, you should learn a magic trick, it's how to tell a joke, and you should have a dance move in your back pocket. So
Yeah.
if you hit the dance floor at a wedding,
Yeah.
you know, you've got a little something. You're just not standing like a bump on a
Oh,
log.
definitely. And you know,
Yeah.
Debbie, I used to do, as an actor, I used to work for a company that did mystery dinner theater, and we had to sing. And because I'm not a good singer, what I would do is I would move around the room a lot while I was singing and go around people and touch people, so that hopefully they would be so distracted by my movements they wouldn't hear my voice.
We-
What?
Well, you
What?
lacked in proficiency, you made up in touching. I think most men would take that as a trade-off.
I think Melinda is a visual person, don't you, Tom?
Absolutely, Debbie. Absolutely.
Absolutely, in a wonderful way. A wonderfully visual person.
Thank you.
And Tom you're a wonderfully visual person too, Tom.
Aren't you sweet? I love those glasses, Debbie.
Thank you. Thank you
love it.
so much.
There's very nice.
And my
Debbie knows-
bouffant?
I love the whole thing. Debbie knows what's up, and the fact that you, I don't know if you dressed up for me or if this is how
I
you're
did.
going out. Okay.
I'm actually working right now.
Oh,
Oh.
well, thank
All
you
right.
for doing this for me, Debbie. I love you so much.
I love you too. And I love that hair. I might have
Amen,
to do
right?
the same thing.
It's official. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Debbie.
Okay.
Back to work now.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you, Debbie. Bye. How lovely. How wonderful. Oh, Cathy's wearing a crown. Yes, she is.
Hey
Hi,
there.
Cathy.
Good to see you.
It's so good to see you.
I'm in front of my Christmas tree. I thought that was the most magical backdrop, and it will probably stay up till next Christmas, because think of all the work I can save taking.
If you can make it through the summer, that's all you got to do is make it through the summer.
Actually, believe it or not, it's drinking water. Well, I guess there's a little needle drop, but it's not too bad. Anyway, I gotta get this better. There we go. See, I'm parking back to your 50th themed birthday with that wonderful theme that we did. And I have my Tibetan singing bowl
Oh,
to give you good vibrations for the coming year.
oh.
We really blow out the speakers or something, who knows?
That's lovely.
Okay. But anyway, how are you, my dear?
I'm good. I love it. So tell Tom, we've known each other a very long time. I don't remember when we first met, but
Well, that picture behind her, that's me. When we first met. No, not quite. But yeah, we first met when our kids were in school, and I think it was like the kindergarten.
Wow.
level.
Yeah.
So it's like 25 years ago, easy.
it's
Really?
gotta be, because Alex, I think, was in kindergarten, and Alex is 31 now. So
Yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
we had Melinda organized the most amazing celebration for my 50th birthday. We had a blast, and then when her 50th birthday came around, that was terrific. So I'm sorry we have to skip this one, but 70 is something to aspire to.
that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Or maybe just next year. Maybe just next year.
And I will tell you, Cathy, I call her my angel in my life, because
Oh.
Cathy has always shown up when I've needed her, when things have gone wrong, when she senses something's wrong. When I moved here, she sent me books about comedy. Like, she's always really tapping into, you talk about people loving people the way they need to be loved. That's what Cathy Wardaway does. And so I'm thrilled that you're my friend, because you're one of the most amazing people that I've known my life.
Wait, is it my birthday? Because you're saying all this. But
I
No,
love her.
I often talk about Cathy to my friends, because I'm like, Cathy's just one of those people, man. I'll be having a bad day and I'll get a random card in the mail from Cathy. Like, who does that? You're so kind and thoughtful. And she's really known me when I've gone through some very tough times, when I've made some very difficult and bad decisions, poor decisions, and she's always been there. And I think that's a rarity. So thank you so much for being like really one of my longtime friends. Cathy's one of my people that if I was in jail in the middle of the night, I would call her.
That's
And
wonderful.
I got that email just last week, It's crazy that, but I didn't really believe it.
Yeah.
So before I get cut off, I have my magic wand. So I want to wish you rainbows and unicorns and sunshine and love and joy and blessings and abundance and just the most wonderful, wonderful birthday and year ahead. And nobody deserves it more than you.
Thank you,
Aren't
Cathy.
you sweet?
So
Love
much.
you.
I love you.
Love you too.
Thanks, Cathy.
All right. Thanks, Tom.
You
Bye.
bet.
Yeah.
Well,
Tom, are
I
you?
have to leave. I have to leave. Okay. I'm
all
gone.
right.
No, I'm not.
Look who's here with her blinky on.
Happy birthday
It's
to
Gidget
you.
Johnson.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Melinda. Happy birthday to you.
How
You
nice
girl.
is that? Can you say it like an Italian man? She would like that. Melinda.
Definitely said my name how I like it, like Italian men say it.
Melinda.
Gidget, tell Tom what you're wearing, because this cracks me up.
Okay, so Melinda used to always post pictures on Facebook with these like little blingy hair extension things, and I love them. And one day she came to Atlanta and she just gifted me with this beautiful hair. Absolutely love it. And then this little gem is a little body bubble, because 2020 not only brought COVID on the world, but it also brought a complete inability to balance
Yes.
and left me with broken bones and surgeries and almost being run over by cars.
Yeah.
So Melinda sent me the protective
What?
yes. So now I have my own body bubbles. So when cars come speeding at me, I am protected.
So, Gidget, how did you meet Melinda? How did you guys first get engaged?
I met Melinda. We got engaged doing theater together in a little troupe called 3D. And we did just a lot of fun stuff together and just started hanging out. And she was and still is one of the most amazing people I've ever met, and just one of my favorite people. And Melinda, I just have to say, I've got notes because first of all, I don't believe you're 60, and I think it's all just a publicity stunt.
Trying to launch the podcast.
This deep-seated desire for attention. I don't know. I'm kidding. I love the gray hair, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. I sprayed it because I'm trying to match up my roots to see if I can pull this off for work.
It's
So
beautiful. It's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
I love it.
thank you.
But I know I only have a couple minutes.
Okay.
So I just wanted to say, I am so happy to be able to celebrate this day with you, because even though you say you're 60 and I don't really believe it, I still think it's just a huge milestone in life. And I have seen you go through so much in your life, and you have come out on the other side, just the most amazing woman and the most amazing person. And I just want to thank you for all of the joy that you bring to everybody that you know, and me particularly. Like this last year was just a complete shit show. And you were just there the whole time. And, with everything that was going on in the world, you just continually spread joy and love and happiness and fun. And, not only wrapped in with all of that goodness that you bring and that you inspire in others, you also bring truth and honesty and balance, and you inspire other people to be better, to just be better people. And
Take
I know,
risks. Yep.
yeah, you inspire that in me. And I just have to say, my life is blessed because of you.
Gidget. I can't talk right now.
I
Isn't
know.
that
I love,
nice? So sweet.
I love you so much, girl.
Thank you. I love you too. Yeah, Gidget saved me. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia against my will. And, and I didn't want to be there, and I was very angry. And thankfully, Gidget and a core group of people became my friends that have become my lifelong friends. Had I not gone to Georgia, I wouldn't have known you. And they saved me, honestly saved me. And yeah, you've been such a such a good friend and such a trooper through all of my, you know.
So
my
you,
stuff.
you were raising your kids in Atlanta for a while?
Yes. Yes. When I was married at the time, my then husband got transferred, and I was very happy in Florida and very vocal about not investing in Georgia because I was very mad about it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She was not a happy girl.
No, and I met Gidget auditioning for this group called 3D, this dramatic group. And I'll tell you what, we went on a retreat, and that sealed the deal after hanging out and playing games and getting to know people. And again, she saved me and made me look at the things that I need to look at. And I was supposed to be in Georgia, but I didn't know it at the time because now I have my lifelong friends.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
sweet is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl.
Well, Gidget, thanks for popping over and wishing Melinda happy birthday.
Yes. I love you, girl. I'll talk to you soon.
I'll
And
talk to
nice
you
to
soon.
meet you, Tom.
What's that?
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you, Gidget. My pleasure. Thanks for joining us. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, I'll talk to you soon.
All right. So I think there's a couple more people to come. A little bit of a surprise.
Ooh, all
This,
right.
of course, is all engineered by Carole. Put it all together.
And look at you, I was fully giving you credit, and you handed it right over to my sis.
Absolutely. No, Carole
You know,
talked about this about 10 days ago.
yeah, my
Two
sister
weeks
is pretty amazing. I mean, I will say she's very good at like taking care of people. You know what I mean? Like she's always been that person, even though she's 4 years younger. And we really, growing up, you know this in a household, if someone's a 4-year age gap, you're not traditionally close because it seems like a million years, right? And
Yeah, Patrick and I didn't get close till, out of high school, college, and he was always a kid.
Yeah, we were well into adulthood before we started recognizing in each other the bond that we had and how much we loved each other, and how even though we're so very different, like I said, I want people to sing to me for my birthday. I want a flash mob. And Carole's like, look, it's not a big day. I'm going to work. So
Right. Would you find that there's a running theme between with the people that you've connected with over the years?
that's a really good question.
Have you ever checked astrological signs?
I never have. I've never checked astrological signs. I mean, I feel like all the people that have spoken today are all people that I get very excited when I see them, and I feel like they're very open. And I guess for me, that's an important thing, right? It's like,
You can see that with everybody that's joined us. Absolutely. Hey, wait a minute. There's somebody at the door.
oh, there's someone at the door. Who can it be?
Who could it be?
I'm so excited to see. Oh,
Hey! Surprise! Hang on, can you hear us? Sorry. We can't hear you.
What? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Hang on, Will, do you know the volume?
Alex and
Sorry,
Will,
guys. I should be better
Melinda's
at this, but
Daughter
I'm
and
not.
her boyfriend. I see in the other room.
No,
they're,
I mean, look on your.
they're in the basement.
the
I'm
volume thing.
upstairs.
Our sound is all good. I'm sorry. I'm a young person and should be able to do this.
No
but
kidding. I told you these young people are no good for
Well,
IT.
Like, what do we do? It's muted.
This is our
Look
first.
at the volume on your
I
actual computer.
am. I am.
Right click it.
I'm not.
Sorry, guys. This is what I came here for.
What's going
Can you guys hear
on?
us?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We are just going to do our little thing. So I thought it'd be fun if we all shared our favorite memories of my mom, or just like a favorite memory. So Tom, think about it. You will be up after Will. But one of my favorite memories of my mom growing up, I feel like everything she did was like so magical. And so like, I'm a very practical person, and she like really sees like the world in a different way. And this could be like my like second grade memory coming up, but my mom did this big like jungle party at my elementary school for like a PTA party or something. And she partnered up with the chimp farm and brought like baby monkeys that we could pet. And like in my second grade memory, alligators were everywhere. That was probably complete fabrication, but stuffed alligators, and like she decorated the whole thing and they pretty much did it herself. And I just remember like watching that and like thinking about how cool that was and just like how magical she was to me. So that's one of my favorite memories. Will, would you like to share?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say just my first real meeting with Melinda when she took me out to lunch and she was just like, I hear, you like my daughter, and like, and I was like, I just told her everything, and she was just so open and so welcome. And it was just like basically the beginning of what I mean, it's like she really is like a second mother to me in like every way, just the amount of love that she has really shown me is like really like blew my mind, and it's just like man, it's like hard to accept on like that as I as a human am like even like worth that much to like somebody that was basically a stranger to me. But I mean, I feel like it's definitely like just a great aspect of who she is, she's just a great loving person. And like that first meeting was just like so refreshing and so like validating to what me and Alex share, and just like immediately the amount of trust that she placed in her daughter's decision making and the respect that she had for her was just like astounding, and I just really admired that.
Thank you.
That's really nice.
Thank
That's
you.
really nice,
Tom,
Will.
you can go. I mean, I'll just have to watch it later and pretend like I know what you're saying.
It's funny. I don't know that I have a specific memory, but it's definitely a feeling. You meet certain people on your travels, and some people are like, you got to drag them. I've got friends of mine, male friends of mine, that I can get them to come over to play pool or have a drink or watch a football game or have a, go out to lunch. It's a huge production. And then there's people like, not a lot of them, a person like Melinda, who's constantly, let's create something together. Let's make an activity. Let's do our, you're famous for the lip syncing contests. We're all going to dress up in something and have a crazy time. Or the improv class. Just that when somebody shows up to an improv class means they're open for something different and interesting. And that's Melinda all over the place. Let's take some risks. Let's have some fun. Let's be positive. I mean, why wouldn't you want to be around a person like that, right?
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to say goodbye to Alex and Will since they can't hear us.
Hi, I'm sure that was a beautiful memory, Tom, and thank you so much. And we love you and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Birthday, Linda.
That's sweet.
Love you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I'm going to keep tissues in this room. I've got makeup all over my face. How lovely. People are so lovely.
Yeah, aren't they though? Isn't that nice?
Ooh.
Taking time out of their busy day to say happy birthday, because we know you don't want to work on your birthday. You're going to be at the Brooklyn Bridge. You're going to be taking photographs, selfies. I should have told Alex to help your mother out, put 2 masks on and go take some pictures.
Yeah. We're gonna try, Tom. I mean, unfortunately, because of the way that things are based on January the 6th, we're being told a little bit that it's not a great day to be out with smoke bombs, which is what I have colored smoke bombs.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's gonna be...
Yeah. So I might try that. And for the smoke bombs, I got the idea on Instagram. So you just open this up and it's just colored smoke that kind of wafts around, right? And I wanted to take some cool photos. So I'm going to do it in my yard. So if at least if the SWAT team comes, I'll be at my house.
Yeah, you don't have to go far to go.
Yeah.
Change the clothes.
Yeah.
Hey, hang on. There's somebody else at the door.
Okay.
Who could it be?
Who could it be? I just don't even know who it could be. I'm excited though.
Our number 1 guest of the season.
Yes.
This should put our numbers over 200 again.
And
only she's talking about sexual adjustments.
Yeah. Oh, I love your hair. Thank you.
It's beautiful. Is that your birthday present to yourself?
Well, it kind of is. My roots are down to here, so I bought some spray to match my roots. I'm trying to I'm trying to see if I can go with it.
Always go with it. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
Happy birthday. This is so exciting.
I
You get
know.
everybody.
It's so lovely. Really, really. I'll remember this forever. This is amazing.
So cool. And you look so beautiful for that. You didn't even know.
I didn't even know.
Well, welcome to the 60s.
Thank you. Thank you. Christy, I've been looking forward to this for a very long time. I can't tell you why, but I've always aspired to be 60. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen, and I have no idea, but I loudly share my age. I think it's very important that we all, I talk about leveling up, right? I'm at level 60 now. I think it's important to be proud of your age.
Exactly. I think it's extremely empowering to just accept it and go with it and do the best you can in that time frame. So
yeah,
we're here.
Yeah, exactly.
You just joined the group.
Yes, I know. I'm so excited. So Christy,
cool.
I'm trying to think, did I meet you during meditation? Is that how I met you? Or did I meet you through Diane and going and getting acupuncture?
Through going and getting acupuncture, and then Bonte came to the office and started doing meditations, and you joined in with those too. So yeah.
Okay.
What?
So.
You mean she just jumped in? That doesn't sound like Melinda.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Christy.
I can't see you, but no, that we were doing meditations on. I forget, like Wednesday nights or something, and I was encouraging everybody to join in. I was new to it too at that time. It was interesting and an adventure.
Yeah. And
I fell in love with Bonte. So yeah.
So humbled to follow Bonte. Bonte's a Buddhist monk that would come into Christy's office and we would do meditation, and he's our friend on Facebook. I always love seeing what he's in Candy now in his little hometown. Thankfully during COVID he's there. But I know when I met Christy, my friend Diane had convinced me that acupuncture is something I should check into, and I kind of thought it, right? And I told you this story, Tom, on the show before, that she's the one that changed my health because I was actually having very bad periods, and my gynecologist told me I need a hysterectomy.
Cheese and crackers.
That motherfucker.
No, Tom, the female stuff we talk about, I'm telling you.
This is where we get our viewership. Go on.
Yes. And Christy, I took herbs and I did acupuncture, and I went a couple times a month for, several months, changed my world, changed my life. And now anytime I get an opportunity to talk about acupuncture, I do. I'm such an advocate now because of Christy, because of, Christy's knowledge and Christy's openness to helping someone who knew nothing about acupuncture and who was a little bit worried about it.
Yep.
Delightful. You're in Indiana right now, Christy?
I am. Do you like the mountains behind me?
I'm
borrowing.
Throw me off.
I'm actually in Indianapolis. I'm not at home where I stay. I'm borrowing my grandnephew's bedroom for my little setup here.
Oh, nice.
And he has mountains behind us. This beautiful mountain range.
Oh, I thought it was a girly magazine in your nephew's.
Oh, he's 5, Tom.
Sorry.
We're going to attempt to get him to not be so, I don't know, that way.
Well, good luck.
Yes.
Favorite memory, perhaps, with Melinda?
Oh my gosh. The first time I met you, that was like my favorite, most fun thing was when we did the party at the ranch for the first time and you were the guest visitor.
Oh man, I was sweating
Oh
bullets.
my God. That was hysterical. We were all dressed up and hanging out and having a ball. And you were so honest with all your questions, Tom.
I remember the ladies bailing me out. A couple were angry at me with my answers, and then somebody stepped in and, wait a minute, how about this? And let's think of it this way. It's like, thank God, I was being pressured. I literally was in a corner up against by the fireplace backing up.
It's funny because a bunch of those pictures just came up recently and I was just laughing hysterically about it because we were all dressed up, so just having a ball, and then poor Tom, there you were in that corner, just surrounded by
it was
hundreds of women.
It was wonderful.
Yes.
I felt like Hugh Hefner.
It was so great. So we had a ladies' night at Tom's house, And we were very open in talking about supporting other women. And we were talking about, I think one of the most impactful things I got from that night was I had everybody fill out cards to tell us what they did, like what, not just for a living, but who they were, and reading those cards out loud where someone was like, I'm taking care of my handicapped child. I work at a prison, we don't think about that stuff, right? About who we really are. And then of course we were drinking, and then we started talking about sex, and Tom was our guest speaker. So he came in and we just, oh man, we hammered him. We wanted to know.
Why doesn't he call back? I don't know why he's not calling back.
And but the funny thing is, you were the only live guy in the room.
That's
The blow up doll wasn't answering the questions at all, Tom.
Right. That's right. That was a lot of fun. I would love to do that again. I found it incredibly bonding to have all the women together. And a lot of us didn't know each other, which was lovely. We had young women in their 20s. We had women in their 70s. And it was such a nice cross section of different women supporting each other.
Amen.
And I feel like through everything we went through all the questions, and we did the paddles, yes or no, so we could ask people questions about their life, which made it easier for people to answer.
People were much braver.
Right? Which was so much fun. I would love to do that again. And I loved Tom's openness to have it at his home and to be our surprise guest to come in, because he didn't know what he was walking into. You know what saved him was his shoe size. He got to brag about his shoe size.
Well, ladies, I don't know the answer, but maybe this knows the
Put that
answer.
foot up there.
Size 15. Thank you very much.
That foot saves you every time, Tom.
Well,
Yeah.
Christy, you got to come back as a guest, please. That was our number one rated show.
Anytime, let me know. Anytime, I love to.
Yes.
Love talking to you guys. Have a happy birthday, Melinda.
Thank you.
And I hope all your dreams come true.
They will. Thank you so
Love you.
much.
Thanks,
I
Chris.
love you.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Bye.
Here we go. I think this is our last guest coming up.
Okay, I definitely need to. Oh, look. Oh,
Christy's still with us. You got to hit the button. There she goes.
hey, where are you at? What's hanging there? It looks like look at the shiny.
If
Oh,
you're
I love
listening
it.
on iTunes, it's Trina Evans. She's the librarian.
Yes. And I have a surprise for you.
Okay.
I heard it was somebody's birthday.
What?
Virtual flash mob! Virtual flash mob!
Yes. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted a flash mob. That's right.
You've always wanted a flash mob.
Right now. I have dreamed about this.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
How nice. Thank you.
Virtual flash mob!
Oh my gosh, that is so perfect. You know I wanted a flash mob.
Virtual flash mob!
That is the perfect way to celebrate a birthday during a pandemic, with a virtual flash mob. Thank you for doing that.
I
That's
hope you knew
nice.
who those people were.
I'm like, who are those? I love your hair. This is so pretty.
Thank you. I sprayed it. I'm trying to embrace the gray to see if I can get by with it. Did you color your hair again? It looks more like pink.
I did. I put more pink in it, right? Because all the gray was coming through. So I'm not ready to quite embrace it yet. So pink.
You're too young. You're too young. But yeah, your hair looks amazing. And
Thank
what does your
you.
shirt say?
Oh, embrace kindness, mindfulness, empathy, joy, life, and happiness.
Oh, nice.
Aw.
Just for you.
Thank you so much. So this is my niece. For people that are watching this, my niece Trina. We're particularly close. We've been close for a very long time, and she's been a great sounding board. And she keeps me up with the modern times with what the young people are doing. Because show her what that is, Tom, and ask her if she's heard of this.
Have you seen this?
What
My
is that?
daughter, my daughters are doing this. They're like little hearts. They're supposed to represent little hearts.
Oh, Lorelai, is this a little heart? Does this represent little hearts? We don't know this one.
Add it to your
Maybe it's not a
repertoire.
Midwest thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a Chicago thing, and it's
Maybe it's
different.
BTS. Maybe it's the boys thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Learn something new.
Yeah. No, So I didn't know that. So look at you with all the decorations. Where are you at exactly?
Yeah, where are you?
I'm in my school office, my
Oh.
virtual school office.
Oh, nice. Oh, I love it. That looks really amazing.
Yeah, I decorated for you, not the students, but for you.
I really didn't think I was going to get a flash mob this year, so I'm pretty surprised.
We're not very professional, but it was more like, we just improved. There was not choreography.
No, it's not supposed to be professional. I never wanted that. I just wanted the fun of like, wait a minute, is this for me?
It is.
So Trina, how do you work out of your house? Do people text you questions or for librarian?
Well, I'm at the back at the school now. We're doing the hybrid of like virtual and in person, but some days we have like e-learning days. In March, we were all virtual. So then we just did like the Google Meet, which is close to like Zoom type of thing through a Google Classroom. But this year I'm actually back in the classroom and then always like prepared for any day that we're going to shut down. We haven't, the elementary did, and they went virtual again, but we're still charging, still going through. And, every day you're just like, what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to 2020, 2021.
Yes.
Yeah.
2021.
2021.
Do you have a favorite? How did you guys reconnect as aunt and niece? Because I'm going to guess that you're not tracking her entire life, 11, 12, 13, but you guys connect again when you're in your 20s or something, perhaps? Because it's a different relationship.
Yeah, it's definitely a different relationship because Melinda's always like moving to different places. And so I live in the Midwest in Indiana. So then I want to leave Indiana. And what's the best way to do that? Go visit someone that lives somewhere else. So she lived in Florida. So then we go visit Florida. And then she moved to New York. So it was like, great, now I get to visit New York. And then we just have those experiences together. So it's been pretty good. And then it's just, as you get older, you just start having more phone conversations.
Right.
And yeah. Good
Yeah,
times.
I've got many nieces, but one in particular that I'm the godfather to. And we have an interesting kind of not as close as you two, but we have a nice connection. Jessica's got to be in her 30s now.
Yeah.
But
No,
it's
it's
fun.
great. It's great because when Trina and I are on the phone, I'll say, okay, I can say this to you, but I can't say it to anybody else because it's dangerous. And I can get it out. It's so nice to have a safe place,
Yep.
to say things where, you're not going to be judged, which is amazingly helpful. So,
Oh, I was just thinking about that the other day. I was talking to one of my girls' friends, male friends, and I was telling him a bunch of stuff I couldn't say to my kids. I can't say to my ex, about how I was feeling about moving the house because I don't want them to feel sad. And I said, I hope you don't mind me dumping on you because, you see me as a, just some old guy and I'm just letting out a bunch of stuff that I I don't want to make other people sad with that information. It's interesting.
No, it's great. Listen, Trina knows everything about my sex life. So when I'm dead, she can publish the book. Because
Wow.
she knows some stuff that is really television and movie worthy.
Yeah, book worthy for sure. Yes.
Oh, what kind of grade would you put that on? What was that word? What was that word we were talking about the other day?
The word?
Reverse harem?
Yes, the harem. Harem for 5-year-olds or 13-year-olds or maybe 28-year-olds. With Melinda's.
Yeah, this would definitely be a higher rate. It would just be an R. It wouldn't be an X because I'm really not about graphic as much as I'm about the fun.
We're gonna write the book, okay? We'll find it.
It would be steamy.
It would be
Right.
steamy though. It
Yeah.
would be steamy. So yes, exactly. Well, this is a lovely surprise. Really, I didn't have any idea that this was going on. And right before it was time for me to sign on, I thought, you know what? I'm going to experiment with my gray hair on camera to see if Tom likes it. So I'm so glad that I had it during this birthday time because I am embracing 60. I'm very proud of being 60.
Yes, it's
Well done.
amazing. You leveled
As it
up.
should be.
I'm
Amen.
leveling up, man.
Thanks for
Hopefully
joining us, Trina.
Yes.
All right, bye guys.
I love
Happy
you. Trina.
birthday.
Thank you.
I love you.
Which is
Bye.
sweet. Bye.
That's right. We got to all level up, Tom. What's your level now? Are you level 62?
62 and a half.
What did you do for your 60th?
You know what? I don't recall exactly.
I know guys aren't into birthdays like girls are, but 60s,
You
it's
know
a-
what? I tell you, I've been blessed. The girls usually there's a cake involved. Somebody makes me an orange cake. I mean, everybody. I think for my entire life, I've always had, because if you're one of 8, you're just kind of in the mix. And so I grabbed onto this orange cake with lemon frosting idea. Mom would say, "What kind of birthday cake would you like?" And, most everybody would say chocolate, vanilla, whatever they'd say. I
Yes.
said, "No, I wanted orange with lemon." To be different, for gosh sakes. And I bet I've had that orange with lemon frosting cake for 55 out of my 62 years.
That's amazing though. I love stuff like that. And it's fun for everybody else to kind of know what the tradition is, right? Like
Everybody always gets upset. They always roll their eyes. Oh, we got to make that fucking cake again.
The cake.
But Tina would even make it when we were divorced, or the girls would make it.
That's so nice. Yeah, for this year for the birthday, since everything's kind of on lockdown, I did order a rainbow cake with buttercream icing that I'm going to pick up tomorrow so I can have cake for breakfast on my birthday. I'm very excited. I told you I ordered the smoke bombs, I ordered sparklers, confetti, balloons that glow in the dark. I've got all this stuff to make sure that I can celebrate in my house for my birthday.
Try a smoke bomb in the house. See how that works out.
Yeah, the funny thing was when they delivered it, it says explosives on the side because, it's like a thing. And so the guy knocked on the door and he's just carefully holding this box and he's like, "Here, I have this." And I thought, wow, isn't it interesting? Because this was after the riots at the Capitol, that they would still deliver explosives to my house and it seemed to be fine.
It's insane.
Right?
Shouldn't they be calling it the FBI instead?
I mean, I'm surprised I got them. I thought for sure that
Well, you know what? There could be a van. Check outside your house. There may be a van without any windows.
Surveillance and
Yeah,
stuff.
with an antenna up on top. Just watching who you're up to.
They're going to be so disappointed when they see me do my photo ops in my sloth costume and my smoke bomb.
That's hilarious. Well, you've got a great bunch of friends and a wonderful sister to make all this happen.
Yes, I really do. I'm very blessed, and I feel like connections are really important, and I value mine a lot. And I've told my sister this so many times in my lifetime. People either really love me, I can call them at 3 a.m. to get me out of jail, or they hate me and they want me dead. And I don't have any in between with people. I have just as many people that want me to burn and go to hell.
Let's bring them on next time.
Okay, let's do that and find out what their problem is.
Carole, let's get the list going. I thought about that, like some woman I dated and whatever, I'd bring her on. Let's have a look-see. I'd love to unpack that type of information.
You know what? Because I mean, perspective is reality, right? We all have our different ideas of what's going on and really what the truth is. Speaking of the truth, I want to tell you really quickly, I've been arranging rooms the last couple days. I've just got some kind of like fire under me to change things. As I was moving things around, Tom, I found something that I ordered at the beginning of the pandemic and I totally forgot I had it. And I want to show you what it is. Are you ready for this? The first one is
a mask. Wow, look at you. Are those your legs?
It's not been opened. I got these in March or April. Is this even a real thing?
Yeah, that's kind of a thing.
This. It's not been opened. And then also this kind of it's just like weights and not been opened. I found it on the floor under my bed. I ordered it at the beginning of the pandemic and clearly thought, well, now that I've ordered those, I'm good. So I'm keeping them out and I'm planning on hopefully maybe opening the boxes and using them. Now that I'm 60, I got to take care of myself.
It's interesting because, it's when the light goes on in your head that it's time to start doing something. I mean, my son about 6 weeks ago decided, all right, I'm going to start working out.
Okay.
Treadmill every night. He's asking me about weights. I mean, I don't know anything really when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
But I bought him a book for Christmas, a couple of books. He wanted to borrow some weights. I mean, my weights were getting dusty sitting in this thing. So he's got a couple weights. I went over the other day he's looking at weights. So I don't know. And then I've been tracking this one comic. Guy was 295. He's down to 220. He's lost all this weight, but then it's like somebody coming to religion late in life, or someone stopping smoking late in life, or where they become a little preachy about
Yes.
what goes on. But it's working out I need to engage and incorporate that into my every single day, and you should do so. Just 15 minutes turns into 30 minutes, right?
So
Just like I want to read more.
Yeah, you're so right. Once you do it, you feel good and you're like, of course I should do this all the time. But it is the mindset of getting to the point of participating in it. And that has been my struggle. At the beginning of the pandemic, I was all about comforting myself and staying in and buying candy. And then it was Netflixing. So it's just funny to me that I bought it and stuck it under my bed.
It's kind of like when they used to say, if you wanted to learn a language, get that book and stick it under your pillow. Or if you wanted to dream about certain things.
So my goal is I'm gonna use those. I'm keeping them in my eyesight, so I'll actually participate.
May I offer a suggestion about working out?
Yeah.
Make your goal almost minuscule. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I'll do 4 push-ups. So you'll feel like it's like a checklist, checklist. Open the mail. Hey, I'm doing it. Checklist. Walk,
smart.
Walk outside. Just so something simple. So all of a sudden you got 10 things, and look at me checking off 3.
Yeah, you're right. I think I will do that because I have a tendency to go big for short terms and then I quit.
So then when you work out for 12 minutes, you think, oh, I'm crushing it. I did 20% more than I expected.
Yeah.
Or I get my goal is,
That's true.
Go easy
I
on
can
yourself.
definitely do 10 minutes a day.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Which you'll look down and you, oh my gosh, I've done 20 minutes and I still feel good. So give yourself goals that you are easily reached. Not that I'm a perfect example of it, but at least I love saying, stretch for 5 minutes and then stretch for 10. There you go.
Yes.
Feels good.
I started doing yoga in the mornings just from watching a YouTube channel, and it literally started out 10 minutes. Now I'm doing 25.
That's marvelous. Isn't that great? That's wonderful.
It feels amazing. And now I'm beating myself up going, why didn't I do this a long time ago? But I just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
You get there when you get there. You buy the equipment in anticipation of the day that you finally say, all right, let's just, it doesn't. I was reading something about Dick Van Dyke about how he's 90 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it was him or somebody created the meme. In my 20s, I exercised to have fun. In my 30s, I exercised to keep up with my kids. In my 40s, I was exercising to keep the arthritis away. So all these markers about, why he's exercising. And I know my mind is like, well, if you got time to exercise, you got time to mow the lawn, fix a fence. So hopefully in literally a couple of days, that excuse will be gone. And Patrick and I are going to get all buffed up in the exercise room at his new house. Yep.
So is this your last podcast in the house?
I'm supposed to close on Wednesday. Who knows what's going to happen.
All right. Well, I guess time will tell. So on Wednesday, it's inauguration day, my birthday. So I won't be here, and you have a special guest that's going to be on the show with you. We need to talk about.
Oh, I'll talk about it on Wednesday.
Okay. Well, Tom will talk about it on Wednesday.
Called a tease, for gosh sakes.
I was opening the door. I didn't tell you to run through it. You could have stuck your toe. No.
That's what I did. I said, and I will talk about it Wednesday.
I felt like I was in trouble.
No, it's going to be a short show. How can I do a show without you?
I don't want it to flop, but
a little floppage might not be so bad.
Amazing. I'm okay with that. What happens if she takes over for me and then no one wants me to come back? What will I do?
No way. I was thinking about if I had a show where Carole put together all my friends, it would be over in about 7 minutes. All right. Well, happy birthday, love.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And here's to 60. I'm very excited.
Amen. You're hitting it. You're running through 60. I love it.
My best days are still ahead of me.
Oh, by the way, my name's Tom Wise.
And I'm Melinda McKinsey.
And you've been here unpacking some shit and also a little bit of This Is Your Life with Melinda McKinsey. Thanks, Carole.
Yes.
That's another one in the can.